Big breaking news now coming in. Big breaking news coming in from Bengal, where a CBI judge has got a threat letter. A judge has received a threat letter, and the letter says, "Give Anubrata Mondal bail, or you will be framed in an NDPS case. Whole family will be framed." The judge has written to the district judge, and the letter has also been sent to the High Court. This is a big breaking news update from Bengal. Kishale is live with us. Kishale, a threat letter to a judge. Do we know who wrote that letter? When this mail was sent? Kishale.
Well, Niranjan, this is supposedly the biggest breaking of recent times, because Anubrata Mondal's case was looked upon by the whole country's media, and now the judge who was actually dealing with this case, he receives a threat letter from a person named Bappa Chatterjee, and that person writes that he is officer in charge of some district court in that area, and therefore the judge has now complained to the district judge and also complained to the High Court, sent a complaint letter to the High Court registrar that I have received a threat letter from this person called Bappa that I will be framed in an NDPS false case, in a drug case, if I do not give bail to Anubrata Mondal. I will remind you that Anubrata Mondal and all of the big shots who are allegedly linked with the coal and cow smuggling are produced in this judge's courtroom, and he has received this threat letter now, where it is clearly said in the letter that if you do not give bail to Anubrata Mondal, then your family will be framed in a false case of drug and NDPS. Therefore, we have seen previously how after Anubrata
Kishale getting in a response now. Kishale getting in a response now. Shishir Bajoria of the BJP is joining us on the phone line. Shishir, a threat letter to a judge, threat letter to a CBI judge saying he would be framed, threatening him and his family of being framed in a false NDPS case. Can I get your response to that?
Yes, it's very unfortunate that we all belong to a state where such things happen. After all, who is Anubrata Mondal? Everybody in the state knows, the whole system knows. He is a crook. Okay, we can say that it's not been proven in the court of law, fine. But for everyone is out to bat. What did the Chief Minister say? If you arrest one Anubrata Mondal, we'll have lakhs of Anubrata Mondal. That means if the Chief Minister goes out in such a manner, bizarre manner, to defend a crook, then this death threat is what? We are really, it's our misfortune that we are in the state where the state of affairs is this. That now today the judge is getting a death threat. Next is whom? Who will, basically the message is, don't touch these people. They are the sacred cows because they are in cow smuggling.
Yeah, but we're getting in more, and all of this is happening at a time when more details are coming out. We are hearing that nearly 17 to 20 crore of his assets have been attached already, and more assets could be seized. His guard, there are details of his guard getting over 100 crore rupees, and being in touch with middlemen. Some very uncomfortable, ugly details. And yesterday we broke some details of how some of the policemen allegedly who are those who were attached to him were also beneficiaries, or rather were in touch with the middlemen.
A police constable owning property, cash, all worth 100 crores. Can you imagine what's the worth of the boss, that whose bodyguard that constable was? It just shows. And people even go out to defend and say, no, he's not 100 crores, he's only 4 crores. I asked the question, which constable is worth 4 crores? But it's 100 crores. Now, this is the situation. Now, there's more rice mill owners are coming up. They are getting caught with links to him. There's the case of his daughter, who has the whole system is completely rotten because of people like Anubrata Mondal. And let me assure you that you will have more and more Anubrata Mondals coming up and getting caught in the net.
Yeah. Okay, thank you for that, Shishir Bajoria. I'm going back to Kishore. Kishore joining us from the Republic Bangla newsroom as we get big breaking news updates. I'm getting in Priyanka Tibrewal on the phone line. Priyanka Tibrewal, lawyer and also BJP leader. Priyanka Tibrewal getting in news of a threat letter to a judge, a CBI judge getting a threat letter and escalating it to the High Court. This is very, very serious.
Right. See, what more can be expected from a party of goons and hooligans? This is nothing, because we have seen in the past the same Anubrata Mondal. Forget the threats. He's always said, he's told the police that whosoever is not working according to us, give them ganja cases, give ganja cases to BJP workers. So this is nothing new. This is the way he works. And he has been hurt many a times where he has said that, he'll kill the police if the police doesn't listen to him. So what more can we expect from him? This is the culture of Trinamool. We have been always seeing that in West Bengal from the last 10 years. There is complete vandalism, hooliganism which is going on.
Yes. And this is coming at a time when there is more details emerging. In fact, my colleague Shawan was just breaking a story a few minutes back, Priyanka. We have more details coming in of how large there's a mention of collection of money by several people, including those who are linked to Anubrata Mondal, and the whole scale of this entire cattle smuggling scam could be much bigger than we thought.
Yes, it is. It is, like I said on the day one, that there are many other districts which are involved. There are many other leaders of Trinamool who are involved, because only Anubrata Mondal cannot run such a big racket. This is an entire racket where most of the leaders of Trinamool are involved. From each and every district, when this cars used to pass, it is the entire police administration which is involved. Otherwise, cars full of cattle, they cannot travel from one district to the other without the police having any knowledge of the same. So you see, initially also, the people who were arrested, some officers were also arrested because there were proof against them.
Yeah.
So this is an entire racket which has been run by the TMC, and there are many, many more big names which will come out now. That is the reason these threat letters are being issued.
Okay, thank you for that. Priyanka Tibrewal joining us on the phone line of the BJP, saying that they're not surprised by such threats given the political nature of this case. Let me go across to Kishore, back to Kishore as we get more details of the case. Kishore, in the last few days, and Republic Bangla has been leading the investigation into what's been happening in the cattle smuggling scam. Big names involved, hundreds of crores by conservative estimates, Kishore, and it's coming very, very close. In fact, the Trinamool Congress, have they distanced themselves from Anubrata Mondal yet? Kishore?
Well, Niranjan, Trinamool Congress Supremo Mamata Banerjee, when he was arrested, said that why Keshto, why Anubrata Mondal is arrested. He's innocent, that's what she said. After that, we did not receive any response from Trinamool Congress. But today what happened is one of the biggest breaking. I'll read out the threat letter which is with us. It says, "Dear sir, I would like to inform you that I am the head clerk of Executive Magistrate Court, Purbo Bardhaman." That's what this person, Bappa Chatterjee, says. And then he says, "You are hereby requested to release bail of TMC leader Anubrata Mondal. Otherwise, your family member will face NDPS case. This is for your information." So this Bappa Chatterjee is clearly saying that if you do not give bail to one Trinamool Congress leader, and he addresses himself as the head clerk of the Executive Magistrate Court of Purbo Bardhaman, and he's saying that I will be the one and we will frame you in this false NDPS case. A big threat to this judge Rajesh Chakraborty was leading this case, was dealing with this case of Anubrata Mondal, cow smuggling and coal smuggling. All these cases were being dealt by this judge Rajesh Chakraborty of Asansol CBI Special Court. Anubrata Mondal was produced in this court repeatedly, and tomorrow again, 24th August, Anubrata Mondal will be produced in his court. So this complaint has been now raised to High Court register as well, and High Court has been informed. Also, District Judge has been informed by Rajesh Chakraborty, who is the judge himself of Asansol Special CBI Court. questions are being raised by political personalities in West Bengal, especially from the opposition, that why in this case Trinamool Congress is still now they are not giving any reaction. And when Mamata Banerjee herself said that Anubrata Mondal is why Anubrata Mondal will be arrested, he is innocent, so now why won't she react when Anubrata Mondal's, the person who was dealing with this case, has received a threat letter saying that he and his family will be falsely framed in this case. This is a big breaking, and Republic Bangla has been leading this whole investigation. We broke it first when Saigul Hussain was arrested. We broke it first when Anubrata Mondal was arrested about 1 hour before any other channel had any idea about his arrest. And then now we are breaking this first exclusively, that the judge who was dealing with the case of cow smuggling and Anubrata Mondal is now receiving a threat letter where it is said that he will be framed in a fake NDFS drug case if he does not give bail to Anubrata Mondal tomorrow when he will be produced in his court. Niranjan.
Let me go across to Shravan Sen joining us with details of the investigation. Has been breaking every detail on the case. Shravan.
Well, undoubtedly, this is a sensational matter, given the fact that you're talking about the very judge before whom Anubrata Mondal is likely to be produced once his custody gets over. This comes at a time when the Central Bureau of Investigation has made substantial progress in their investigation in terms of questioning him. Remember, he's already been confronted with his role as far as his connection with middleman Abdul Latif is concerned, or for that matter, his bodyguard, that is Saigul Hussain, who turns out to become the middleman who's basically in touch with the cattle traders, and he was the one who was basically responsible for collecting the money. In this particular case, what turns out is that, remember, some scathing remarks have already been made by the judge as far